Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and today I'm going to be talking about some lessons from Taylor Swift's Antihero. So I don't know if you've heard of Taylor Swift, or if you've heard, well, you've probably heard of Taylor Swift, especially now with all the Travis Kelce stuff. But I don't know if you've heard of the song Antihero, if you've listened to it, if you're a fan. It doesn't matter, but if you are, definitely feel free to listen to this video. I really enjoyed this song. She talks a lot about her insecurities, and she really said this is where she's gotten deep. She really exposes some of her insecurities, like with her weight, with her height, all sorts of things. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. She wasn't sure if this would be the normal single, but she really liked this song. This is probably one of her favorite songs that she's ever written. And she was like, I'm going to put this out there because this is the one I like. I'm not going to listen to what normal pop hit would hit. And it actually really resonated with people, and it just took off. And a lot of people really like the music video as well. Maybe I'll link that here. But I wanted to share some lessons and some insights that I had from this. I know I am a big English person, and I have my master's in English and such, and I just love annotating and analyzing and figuring out information. So here's some lessons that I think we can all take away from the song just as a human being. And maybe hopefully you guys don't have a bunch of insecurities or problems and stuff, but most people have something that they're insecure about or that bothers them. And I just wanted to share some tips and lessons that I think can help you with that. So let's do it. So lesson number one is we all have insecurities. It's what we do with them that counts. So no matter what insecurity or what thing you don't like about yourself, like, it's okay. I think we need to accept that about ourselves, or if we can change it, try to change it in ourselves. But know that a lot of people have insecurities, and we just can't let them hold us back in our lives. Number two, so she has a lyric that goes, "It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me." So it's interesting. I always talk about going back to yourself and saying, what can you do to change? What can you do to improve? What can you do that will make things better? But a lot of us are our own worst critics. Like, hey, I'm the problem. I'm the one criticizing myself. Don't let your critiques of yourself, though, get in the way of your potential. So other people will see the good and recognize the good in you. Listen to that. And also be that person for yourself. And so instead of feeding that anti-hero, the person, like we all have a hero and an anti-hero within us, try to feed the hero, all right? Because we're feeding ourselves with insecurities. We're believing those negative self-talks. If you want to be successful, if you want to be happy in your life, you don't want to feed that critic, right? So feed the good, and listen to other people. Like, a lot of people believe in the good in you. Ask someone if you are having a hard time, like, tell me some things that are good about me, and then start to believe those for yourself. So that's a little tip there. Number three is to take responsibility for yourself and your life. Stop blaming other people and other things. You are the problem, but you also can be the solution. So this is the same thing we talked about. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. You can be the problem. We can be our own worst critic. We can be the ones who get in our own way by not taking certain actions, by not doing certain habits that we need to do. But at the end of the day, you also are the solution. Like, some people get really frustrated when it's like, it's on you. And they're like, no, it's my past and my trauma and all this stuff. It's like, okay, that happened and I'm really sorry. And we have to move through that and you have to do the work. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your choice on what you feed. All right. So you want to feed the good. You want to feed the potential in you and not let that bring you down and say, hey, I could be a problem in my life, but I'm going to choose to be the solution. I'm going to choose to be the solution for myself and for other people in the world. Number four, it's normal and it's okay if you feel insecure. It's a part of it. It's a part of living in this world. And so you need to find self-acceptance. You need to accept yourself as you are, and in order to move forward, right? So it's that self-awareness. What are you insecure about? What is holding you back? What are your fears? What is holding you down? And then you just need to come to terms with it so you can move forward. Taylor has a line that it says, "It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero." And so I really like this line because you're draining yourself, focusing on the problems, focusing on self-sabotaging, focusing on the negative thinking or believing the bad things about yourself, or even they might be lies about yourself that aren't true. And so it's really important to stop draining yourself, right? If you want to achieve success, if you want to achieve happiness, you need to be careful what you focus on. And I know this is something I've had to learn over the years, is to not put energy and time and attention to some of these things. So what are you focusing on? Make sure you're focusing on things that can help you, thought patterns that can help you, and beliefs that can help you too. Number 6 is this got me thinking, who are you rooting for? Like, who are you rooting for in your life? Are you rooting for yourself? Like, success is hard. Living a good life and overcoming things can be hard. So you have to be the one that believes in yourself. You have to be the one who chooses not to root for the anti-hero, that chooses to root for the hero. And so there's this message, and I don't know if you guys have heard this tale before, but it's about the tale of two wolves. And it's talking about this evil wolf and this good wolf. And basically at the end of the day, like, the dad's telling the sons and the boys of the tribe this, and they're like, well, which wolf wins, Dad? And he's like, whichever wolf you feed. And so if you're feeding that negative wolf, the antihero, the bad wolf, then that is what you're going to get. If you're feeding yourself and with the lies and the destruction and the hate and the this, that's what you're going to get in your life. So feed it with light and with love and with compassion, with strength and with belief and courage, and you will be surprised what will result and what will come in your life. Their lyric is about getting older, but just never wiser. And then midnights become my afternoons. But I like this because as you age, try to get wiser. Try to learn lessons so that you don't go your whole life trying to learn the same lesson. Have you guys thought about this? Like, that life is here to teach you lessons, and sometimes you keep getting in certain situations until you learn the lesson. So don't be 85 still trying to figure out the same lesson you were at 16, right? You want to grow as you age. You don't want to be stuck and never learning and never getting over some of these problems that you have. A really genius lyric of Taylor's: I should not left to be owned to my devices. They come with crises and prices and vices. I end up in crisis. I totally just botched that a little bit. But anyways, you can see that you shouldn't be left to your own devices, all right? If you leave yourself just to go along with your everyday life, you're not going to achieve what you want. I know if I just go along, la da da da, you're going to be reacting to life. You're not going to be creating your life. And Jesse Itzler talks about his big calendar. He uses an expletive, but a huge calendar. He puts out a huge calendar that has every single day where you can just see it all right here. It's awesome. I want to be a part of his club. But basically, it's being intentional about your days and playing life on offense. And so instead of just letting yourself go with your own devices and feed the bad habits, because sometimes when you're stuck in those negative cycles and thought patterns, you're trying to make yourself feel better. And a lot of times it results to drinking or different like vices and things that aren't going to serve you. And so be intentional, play life on offense, try to be in control of your life, right? Instead of letting these things get to you. And at the end of the day, that's the thing, is you don't want to let stuff get to you. You don't want to let these insecurities, these doubts, these fears, or these problems get to you. You want to be able to step up, step over them, push them into the ground and say, yep, I have insecurities. I've got a lot of them, and that's okay. I'm going to do the thing anyways. I'm going to live my life anyways. I'm going to succeed anyways. I'm going to do the habits and the things that are required anyways, because I know that I deserve that. And that's the life I want to live. And that's the person I want to feed. That's the wolf I want to feed. I want to achieve that. And I know that I can. She has another line that says, I have this dream that my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. They think I left them in the will. And so I don't know if this is her talking about just her fears about like having her own kids, and like it goes on talking about in the music video like growing up swiftly and just how her fame and her level of fame like could potentially impact and hurt her kids and her relationship with her kids and stuff. And so I just want to encourage you, don't let fear hold you back. Like clearly Taylor's not letting all this stuff hold her back. She's very successful. She just became a billionaire, right? So we can definitely learn from her. But this is just from the lyric, is not to let fear hold you back. Like, yes, maybe I am worried about my daughter-in-law killing me for the money, but I know I want to have kids. And so she's going to choose to have kids, even though she has that fear, right? And so fears and these worries can be okay. It's a part of life to have fear. But if you think that you could take a calculated risk, or you think that this is just an illogical fear, or you really want the thing, or your 85-year-old self will say, dude, you should have just gone for it, then go for it and don't let it hold you back. Fear is the killer of so many dreams and so much potential. So don't let that happen to you. And lastly, it is your choice. So make the life that you want and beat your insecurities. It will be worth it. It is possible. Self-love and acceptance is the key. So even though we all have the anti-hero within us, a lot of us have it, you can still be successful, right? Even though we have things and obstacles that are going to get in the way. And a lot of times a big obstacle is you. It's your current thinking. It's your worldview. It's your habits. It's the habits that you don't have. But let's be aware of that, and then let's figure out how to tackle that and move forward. And that's what I've been working on is, all right, here's where I'm at. Here's the things in the way. Let's figure out how to be successful and move forward and learn what are the habits that I need to do, and then adopt them and say, you know what, I'm not going to live in that place. I know I could step up and do more and do better. I deserve it. The world deserves it, and I can do it. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I know it was a little bit different, but I love learning and just thinking about things differently. And I thought this just was a great song and something that really touches on something that a lot of people struggle with. I know I've struggled with certain insecurities and stuff in my life. And so I hope that these lessons can be helpful to you on your journey with whatever you're dealing with and with whatever goals and dreams that you have. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have any more takeaways from Antihero? Do you like this song? Do you have any lessons or things that could help other people in their lives? Feel free to leave them below. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe for more videos like this on improving yourself and living a happier and healthier life. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Don't root for the anti-hero, feed the hero. You've got this. Bye guys.